Yo, $5 ass down before I make change. That's my favorite fucking quote, man. I love that quote. What up, cine folks, my good people out there? Welcome to Back to the Classics, the cinematic movie podcast that take you back to the iconic films of 20 years ago. I am your boy, Jay Alonzo, and with me today is somebody who has canceled on me twice.
I don't think it was twice.
I don't want to start negative, but I figure, we are a family, so let's address this issue now.
I don't think it was twice.
What the fuck, man? We've been waiting on you. Nobody else knows movies like you in this crew.
Man, look, it got to be fashionable late sometimes.
Yeah, Jolly Green. If you don't know this man's voice, he is one half of the Noize crew.
Yeah.
My brother, y'all make some noise for my guy, Hollywood Kev. What's up, bruh?
Nothing much, man. We ain't here.
Finally in this joint, man.
Yeah, man. And for a great movie like this, at that.
Okay, so listen. So I'm gonna do a quick history lesson for people who don't know why we're doing this one today. So a few months back, we launched the poll for the next listener's choice episode, and the actual question was, what's your favorite Wesley Snipes movie? Right. And I had New Jack City. I had Blade. I had To Wong Fu.
You did do To Wong Fu.
Yeah, I had To Wong Fu. I had Money Train on there. I had Passenger 57. Always Bet on Black. I had.
Why you ain't have White Man Can't Jump on there?
No, it was on there.
It was on there. Okay.
White Man Can't Jump was definitely on there. Absolutely. So I posted that poll, and as we're getting closer to today's episode, I pulled the votes, and the votes was fucking landslide victory for New Jack City. So obviously that's why we're here today, and my guy is here to run with me today, so we can take you back to 1991. 1991,
Bruh,
Kev.
I was 2.
1991, Kev.
I was 2. I was 2.
I was 3 then.
Yeah.
Didn't
That's
know
wild.
nothing from nothing.
Right.
So before we get into New Jack City, because that's obviously why we're here, I'd like to present to the cine folks out there the fall movie preview for 2017. So before we head back to 1991, we gotta get ready for the Oscar bait. I feel like the summer movie season this year was kind of shitty.
It was a little lackluster.
Wasn't
much.
With the exception of Planet of the Apes, I did love Guardians too.
Spider-Man
was dope.
What else came out?
I thought Baby Driver was great. I thought Girls Trip was great. Shit, I think that's about it.
That movie, Life, I thought was dope.
It was a sleeper hit because I didn't see it until it was almost too late.
I thought that was dope.
And the trailer didn't necessarily give you much.
The trailer was like the greatest clickbait ever. Because you had Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Reynolds. So you're like, oh, this is finna be dope. And spoiler alert, Ryan Reynolds was gone in like 15 minutes.
So we are those spoiler alerts. Okay, cool. I was trying to skip it, but you know what? Fuck it.
He was gone.
You thought Ryan Reynolds was going to be through this movie the whole time. Yeah. No. Within 10 minutes, you're out of there, bro. Be easy. So, the fall movie preview. Are you excited about what's coming out?
Yeah, man. I'm excited. It's a lot of stuff coming out. I think me personally, the most, because I'm a big ass kid, the most I'm excited for is probably Thor.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm excited for the most. But it has a few. Actually, no, I kind of want to see Jumanji too. I just want to see what they do with it. I don't have any expectations. I just want to see what they do with it.
I'm one of those cats too. When they first announced they were going to do a Jumanji sequel reboot, or how the fuck they want to do it, I felt like I'm not biased towards certain stuff. Jumanji is one of those movies, holds a place in my heart, right? Like, I'm sure like you, when the original came out, I went and bought the actual game. I saw the movie, I'm like, dude, I want to play this fucking game, right. So me and Lois, we went and got the game, and I remember playing the game, and I think I landed on when the crocodile show up, right? So as we, we're moving the pieces over to the crocodile thing, we're just waiting, so we're sitting there, like,
he was waiting for this crocodile to show the hell up.
Okay. Nothing over there. All right, cool. But one time though, we played the game as well. I think we just watched the movie again, and I think Los had rolled a 7. He got to the monkeys, and it's almost like ironic when he landed on the monkey thing. A loud boom was heard from outside the apartment. So we're
There's monkeys out there, mama.
Oh shit, mama. So now that we're here with this The Rock, Kevin Hart, and Jack Black reboot, so to speak, I gotta see it.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not expecting much. You know what I mean? They definitely said they was gonna pay homage to Robin Williams. I'm just interested to see what they do with it.
Yeah, me too. Me too. So let's kick off the fall movie preview for the people who are looking forward to those Oscar bait. You know, not as heavy with the action, more so great stories being told. And I think this movie, the first one that we're gonna talk about real quick, is gonna be very synonymous with you because we've talked about this movie several times, and that movie is gonna be It, September 8th.
Fucked up.
What's your problem with clowns, man?
Listen, man, any grown ass man that's willing to dress up in face paint and a red nose got some deep seated issues.
Well,
okay,
you can imagine being a 10-year-old and a 6'5" clown is on your ass.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. And
So
then
you're
on
not
top
gonna
of
go.
that, man, they just look fucking creepy. And like I will say, the original It and even the new one, like they did a good job of making that dude look crazy as hell.
I thought the original It looked too much like Bozo the Clown.
Well, if you look at it now, but back then, you know, we didn't know the technology now. So back then, it was like, oh shit, this nigga's real.
But this new It though.
This new It, I accidentally caught a glimpse of him, and I damn near shit myself.
Accidentally?
Yeah, I damn near shit myself, man. I was watching TV, and the goddamn preview came. I was like, what the fuck is this? And yeah, it was
So what
bad.
you're saying is you're not gonna go with us to go see it.
No, I'm sitting this one out.
Even if we drug you,
No, I'm
and
sitting.
you woke up in the movie theater
I'm
and watching
sitting.
it,
I'd probably leave.
you can't. You're drugged up. You can't.
I'd leave, or I go back to sleep. If I'm not drugged up where I can't leave, then I can definitely go back to sleep.
Good night.
It's one of the two.
All right. Well, I'm going to see. I thought the trailer for it looked super dope. And then I know in the next couple of weeks, there's no real competition for it. You know?
Nah, yeah, I don't think there is.
Nah, there's a 9/11 movie with Charlie Sheen and Whoopi Goldberg that nobody knew about, but it comes out
Right,
I think,
'cause
the
I
same-
didn't know about it.
Exactly. Literally called 9/11.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen still making movies.
Okay. Moving on. September 15th, we have American Assassin and Mother.
Both look dope. I'm excited to see American Assassin. I
Really looking
fucks
forward
with
to
Donald
it.
O'Brien.
Yeah. Well, you know,
I watch Teen Wolf, so I fucks with him.
yeah. I mean, we talked about this yesterday. Like, I'm really enjoying the Michael Keaton Assance. You know, the rebirth of Michael Keaton. You know what I mean? As far as he's been on a fucking roll since, you know, he bounced back with Birdman and all that.
Right.
And so just watching him do his thing. And on top of that, because the MCU bad guys typically suck. He did his thing as the Vulture and Spider-Man.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm looking more forward to seeing what he's going to do. Mother looks great. Darren Aronofsky is weird. He does weird shit from time to time. The most weirdest thing I've seen him do outside of, let's say, like Black Swan. You ever seen Requiem for a Dream?
I have not. I know what you're talking about, but I have
It's a
not.
disturbing film.
Really?
Disturbing, yeah.
What makes it so disturbing?
It's about these it's about these crackheads played by Jared Leto and Marlon Wayans, and they're basically looking for a big score to leave, but then as they're selling it, they're also getting more addicted to it. It's a mind fucker movie though. But
that's like that movie Bug.
yes, perfect example.
That was a trip.
Perfect example. All right, so September 22nd. We have Kingsman, The Golden Circle, and the Lego Ninjago movie.
Now, I don't know about the Lego joint. Unless my son wants to go see that, then I'll probably go see that with him. But the Kingsman, I'm interested to see what that one. The first one was cool. It was kind of over the top for me.
It was a sleeper hit.
Yeah, I think the director makes it to where it's over the top. Like, I think that's done on purpose. So
Right.
I'm interested to see what this second one is going to be on. Because I think the guy from the first one that got killed,
He's back.
yeah, like I want to know what's up with that. You know what I mean?
Because when he dies in the first one, he definitely
Yeah,
dies in
he
the first
dies.
one,
There's no
you
way
know?
he can come around that?
I don't know, but I thought the trailers for it looked great.
Yeah, the trailer did look cool.
I love the fact they added new people like Channing Tatum, Halle Berry, Jeff Bridges.
Yeah.
He's in it now. Pedro Pascal. So as far as continuing the story of the Kingsman, I love the first one. I thought the first one was great. Sam Jackson and his lisp. Yeah, I'm down for all that. As far as Lego Ninjago, I took my daughter to go see Lego Batman earlier this year, and she loved it. However, I
heard a lot of good things about Lego
Batman.
Batman.
I thought it was great. But Ninjago has a certain built-in fan base that I know absolutely nothing about.
Yeah, me either.
Like zero. Also, the trailer didn't necessarily win me over, like how, say, a Lego Batman would have did.
Right.
So, maybe I'll catch it. Just maybe I'll catch it. Now, September 29th, we get more into the Oscar-friendly stuff. American Made with Tom Cruise.
Yeah, that one's gonna be.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I call that the tagline is Tom Cruise and cocaine.
I want to see that as well.
I'm looking forward to that
because Tom has not been in that type of spotlight before.
It's like
where he's playing like usually he's a spy, he's a cop. You know what I mean?
He's a good guy,
right? Right.
But this is like his version of Blow.
Yeah, and Blow is great.
Blow's a great movie.
So we'll definitely catch that one.
So also September 29th, you have Flatliners, the remake of the original 1990 whatever the fuck Flatliners. Also with there's going to be an appearance by Kiefer Sutherland in this one as well.
Really?
So I never seen the original Flatliners.
Me either.
I just know what it's about, and it never really caught my attention. But I know they have another one coming. But for those who don't know what Flatliners is, basically it's these medical students, and they found a way to kill themselves and zap themselves back to reality.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out.
Yeah. October 6th, a movie I am gearing up to go see opening day. Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah, I will be in that.
God damn it, yes.
I will be in there.
Yes. They just announced the actual runtime at like 2 hours and 35 minutes.
Really?
So it's a decent length of a movie, for sure.
Yeah, get your popcorn.
Yeah,
You're going to be sitting for a
get
minute.
your Twizzlers. We in there for that, for sure. I can openly admit, I have not seen the original movie.
Likewise.
I've seen it, but it's years ago. So I remember nothing from it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
So my plan is to do a Blade Runner double feature that day.
You're going to watch the original and then go check it out. Got you.
You feel where I'm coming from. Also, October 6th, I thought you said you were looking forward to this one. My Little Pony, the movie.
Yeah, man. I had the toys when I was a kid, so I just want to... fuck that.
Fuck that.
I didn't know this was coming out. None of the little kids in my family have mentioned it. Why do they do stuff like that? Like, what is the purpose of that?
I don't know, but I learned the other day that there are men who are My Little Pony fans, and they call them bronies. They're called bronies.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Bronies, bronies. Bros like ponies.
All right. Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah,
I ain't knocking it.
October 13th. It's going to be a pretty stacked weekend because we have the return of Jackie motherfucking Chan in The Foreigner, which I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
This movie looks dope.
That's going to be dope.
This looks great.
That's going to be dope. If I know didn't they give Jackie an honorary Oscar?
Like last year, yeah.
That one might actually get him one.
Yeah. Jackie motherfucking Chan.
Yeah.
It was like 90 now?
Damn near. Might as well be.
Because, he's using more guns and whatnot in this movie.
Yeah, he's getting older. He can't do his own stunts no more.
I'm not jumping through windows, none of that crazy
shit.
I'll give you a few karate moves.
Right.
But I'm not jumping through shit that's going to break my body. that last bomb, that boat could actually kill me, bro. Right. I can't do that. But there's another movie coming out on the same day called Happy Death Day.
Haven't heard about that one.
Okay, so Happy Death Day is basically Groundhog's Day meets death, basically. You have this girl, and she's trying to figure out what happens, or try to figure out who is killing her, so she has to relive her murder every day.
You know what? I did see the trailer of that joint.
Yeah.
And I did see the trailer of it, because after a while, she gets this card, she starts to know what's... Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, I do want to check that one out.
Happy Death Day.
I do want to check that one out.
The title is fucking stupid, but cool. All right. But also, October 13th, You have Marshall with Chadwick Boseman, everybody's favorite biopic king. It's now playing Thurgood Marshall in a movie coming out. Chadwick Boseman, no, he's now played Jackie Robinson, and he's played James
I was
Brown.
so mad about that too.
I didn't care for it.
No, I'm not saying I didn't care for it. I was mad because around this time, I think, when did that come out? I think I was probably fresh out of high school.
42?
Yeah.
Oh, like maybe 09?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was a couple years out of high school, and now at this point, I was like, you know what? I really want to get my hand into acting. Right. And I was talking to my girl at the time. I was like, you know what? I need to go ahead and do this, and they can do a Jackie Chan biopic, and I can star in it. Mm-hmm. And we were going to the movies to see
Jackie Chan, or
no, I'm sorry, Jackie Robinson.
Oh, what's it? You can't play Jackie Chan. You are a black man.
Yeah, okay. You're right. Mm-hmm. It'd be dope if I could though.
It'd be possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I forget what we were going to see, and sure as shit, trailers for 42 popped up. I was like, ain't this a bitch? Just ruined my little dreams right there. But nah, I didn't not like it.
I preferred.
I wish they would have dove more into it. You know what I mean? It was very commercial, I should say.
I prefer Get On Up. I think the way he did James Brown was pretty, was justice.
Yeah,
yeah.
That was justice.
All right. So now this is a weekend. I'm just not sure how this is gonna go. You have 3 movies. One I'm definitely looking forward to seeing. The other 2, boy. Okay. So let me go ahead and give you the one I do want to see, and that's October 20th, and that's The Snowman with Michael Fassbender. And this is a movie that's about a serial killer who pretty much bases victims off of his calling card, if you will, is a snowman. So it's like Seven meets Insomnia meets a bunch of.
So what if you got a snowman outside of your house? He gonna kill you?
Or no, more so he'll kill you and then build one outside. I'm not too sure, but the trailers really got me though. Because it's very psychological, fucked up situation.
Got you.
So check it out. Now then you got the other 2 that I'm just, God help us all. So you have Boo 2, a Medea Halloween. I'm okay. I'm always supporting the black. Creator, the black filmmaker. I think Tyler Perry is a hustler through and through. And I always, salute him for that. But goddamn, Boo 2. I don't think we need Boo 2, man.
The first one hasn't been out 8 months.
It's really been out a year. And we already have Boo 2 coming down the pipeline right now. And I'm like, have you seen Boo 1?
I saw bits and pieces of it. I couldn't sit long enough to actually pay attention to it.
And then you also have Geostorm with Gerard Butler.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for that, and I was like, what the? Really?
Another disaster flick.
Yeah, and I'm mad because it's Gerard Butler. Like, I like him when he plays in certain movies. I didn't... One day, unfortunately, I was up bored. And
I like where this is going.
And I saw... I watched Gods of Egypt, and that is a god-awful movie.
Why did you bring that up?
It's because we were talking about Gerard Butler, and I was like, you know what? I like him when he's being smart about his movie choices, and he wasn't smart that time, and he's not smart this time.
Okay, so look, Gods of Egypt. I was hoping I never had to talk about it ever again because it was already on my top 10 worst of last year. I think like number 3. Yeah,
that movie was awful, bro.
It's fucking horrible. It's really bad. Like,
yeah,
it's about whitewash and shit.
It was completely whitewashed. Now, when I, because I heard all the controversy when it was coming out, and I was bored. So I was like, you know what? Let me get past the fact that it's whitewash. I know it's whitewash. Let me get past. Maybe there's a good story. It's just whitewash. Boy, was I sadly mistaken.
There's nobody Egyptian in this movie.
Nobody.
Bunch of white people. One black guy. Chadwick Boseman.
I was just about to say that. Chadwick Boseman.
All right, moving on. Now, this is going to be a really interesting one because you have October 27th. We get the return of the Saw franchise with Jigsaw.
How you feel about that?
Me and the Saw franchise have an interesting relationship because the first 3 I'm down for. 4 through 25.
It was like 7 or something like that.
I was like, these are getting fucking retarded, this one, because like, I thought the concept of it was genius. As far as like, technically, he isn't killing anybody. He's making you kill yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he's setting the contraption for you to kill yourself. But it was a lot of original deaths. And
It was original. When it came out, it was original.
But now, by Saw 12, you have a dude like pop locking himself to death. You have another dude who he sniffs something, his whole nose falls off. Like, okay, this is retarded. I don't like this shit at all. But
you know what other franchise is taking on that same route? Fast and Furious.
No, I'm not gonna argue that one. Nope. I'm not gonna do that because as cheesy as the Furious movies get, I still find myself really.
Well, I go watch them out of off the strength of what they were. But this last one, bro, I was in the movie theater watching this last one, and I was thoroughly disappointed.
I got bored.
I was like, did I really pay my money to see this?
Yeah,
shit?
I got bored.
I was upset. I was hurt. But they make money, so I can't hate on them.
So you also have another movie coming out called Suburbicon on the same day with Matt Damon, and it's basically a movie set in the '60s, directed by George Clooney, and it's about this typical guy. He gets into it with the I'm assuming the mafia or a mob, and he begins killing motherfuckers. That's the best way to explain it. It's a dark comedy, and if you watch the trailer, it's just basically Matt Damon killing motherfuckers, all part of the mob.
I noticed George Clooney likes to make a lot of funny movies, if you will. I mean, they're not funny to me per se, but I'm like, damn, is he really trying to try his hand at comedy? Because if you think about the last, I want to say 2 or 3 movies, they've all been comedy-esque, if you will. Yeah,
because his serious shit like The Eyes of March, which is a great movie. The Eyes of March is really good. He had another movie he directed that was a straightforward drama. I cannot think of it for the life of me right now. But it just seems like Clooney and Steven Soderbergh are practically in the same lane. To where they like to explore that darker comedy side. Right. With a hint of action, with a hint of drama. But it's really like a quirky, yet awkward, yet uncomfortable comedy.
Yeah.
I thought the trailer for Suburbicon looked all right, as far as what it's going to present to me. November 3rd. Now, this is your weekend, brother.
Oh, yeah.
You have A Bad Mom's Christmas. You seen the first Bad Moms?
Is that the one with Mila Kunis?
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
It was cool.
I thought it was all right.
It was cool.
So, you have Bad Mom's Christmas coming up. You also have Roman J. Israel Esquire, the new Denzel flick.
Now, honestly, I didn't even know Denzel was coming out with something this year.
Yeah.
So I have to catch that trailer.
And then, of course, you have Thor Ragnarok.
That's probably going to be movie of the year.
Movie of the year? I don't know.
That's probably going to be movie of the year.
But I like the way that they set the release dates because, to me, I love Thor. I didn't care for number 2. But
me either.
But, I thought the first one was so dope. And the trailer for this one looks even better. But for me, it's the excitement of it all. Because I know after Thor, we get Black Panther. After Black Panther, we get Ant-Man and the Wasp. After Ant-Man and the Wasp, goddamn, we get the Avengers.
Yeah.
And I am too excited for the Avengers.
Yeah.
So bring it on. I'm down. Bring it on. Let's do it.
Yeah, the way this trailer looks, because from the first one, they had to really. They gave you Thor, but they didn't give you Thor. They had to kind of build him up.
Right.
The second one, you got a little bit, the story just wasn't that great.
Right.
This one, you're getting Thor. You know what I mean?
It's almost like a Guardians of the Galaxy kind of vibe. Very cosmic.
In a sense, yeah.
Yeah, very cosmic, rock and roll-ish.
In a sense, yeah, but I think it's going to be a little bit more in depth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Guardians of the Galaxy has a comedy element. You know what I mean? I think this one's going to have some comedy elements, but it's going to be like, nah, we here for a purpose.
Right.
So I'm interested to see how this one plays out.
I'm looking forward to seeing Hulk, man. I've been trying to see Hulk get some shit for the longest time.
Yeah, this is going to be dope.
All right, so November 10th, we have Daddy's Home 2.
I didn't not like the first one.
I didn't like it.
I thought the first one was all right.
Nah.
It was cool to me. It had some funny moments.
Nah. Nah. Then there's also Murder on the Orient Express. Now that I'm looking forward to. Directed by Kenneth Branagh, starring Branagh, Johnny Depp, Josh Gad, Michelle Pfeiffer. Like, it's a huge all-star cast. And it's basically like Clue on the train.
I did see the trailer for that one.
It was great.
I did see the trailer for that one. What I'm interested because I noticed sometimes when they have movies that has an all-star cast like that, they either do really well or they're so bad like there's no median. So
there's no okay. It's
right.
either really good or it's really bad.
Right. So with the storyline, I mean, I'm hoping it's good. I really hope it's good. Hell, I know Johnny Depp hope it's good right about now.
Oh, he needs a hit.
Yeah,
he's clamoring for one right now. November 17th, we have Justice League.
I'm excited for that.
I am too. Recently, I read a report because there was this big hoopla about about who will get the director's credit now that Zack Snyder had left the project to go do with them.
I feel like they're still using some of his elements. They should split it.
Well, see, the thing is with the DGA, they don't allow two directors to split directing.
They better make an exception, goddammit. Or unless he changed what the first director did. Unless he changed that
Joss Whedon, who's now finishing up the movie now, he just recently got the screenplay credit. Mm-hmm. So I would assume at this point, Zack Snyder will still have the director's credit.
Right.
And then have Joss Whedon get the story and screenplay credit, which is fine.
Yeah.
But at the same time, how much of the movie has already been reshot?
That's a good question.
It makes you wonder, like, if over 50% Josh reshot, then Josh should actually get a director's credit.
Yeah, you're
co-director
absolutely right about
at
that.
least, if anything.
You're absolutely right about that.
But the way that these guilds.
So let me ask you a question. Why do you think people don't like what Justice League has been doing movie wise? Because on the cartoon front, they murdering Marvel,
right?
But in the movie wise, it's the opposite. So why do you think people feel that way? Because
it's the way that the DCU kicked off.
Because I mean, I know it's supposed to be darker, which I like. I like the fact that it's darker. Because I mean, you get in the last one in Superman versus Batman, even though that wasn't the greatest movie, Batman is using a gun. You know, I think
Batman's killing people.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
He ain't gonna find nobody out. He's killing people.
I like that darker element. I like because in Marvel, I mean, even though you don't see blood squishing, you know they killing folks.
Exactly.
So I like that. I don't understand why people are not only hoping for it to fail, they don't like it at all.
Well, I had a conversation with somebody the other day, and I feel like this is probably the realest way you can actually explain it. He feels as if Marvel wants DC to fail, and DC wants Marvel to fail.
Well, I mean,
that couldn't be further from the truth. And here's the reason why. The comic book genre, the comic book movie genre, right? It's not just one or the other. It's literally like if we're DC and Marvel has some brand new property that nobody, like how Guardians was first received. Like nobody knows what Guardians is.
Right.
DC wants Marvel to prosper because if Marvel prospers, DC will prosper. That means there's still a demand for comic book movies.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
So for somebody to say, "Oh no, like Marvel wants DC to just," no, because the day that if Justice League comes out and it bombs, that begins the countdown clock for every other comic book movie that's coming out. You feel what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. I guess people just already have it in their head. You either Marvel or DC. And me personally, my favorite character is Superman, but I fuck with Marvel heavy. So I think that's
especially
probably why.
On the movie side.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to Justice League. I thought the trailer that I seen recently was pretty dope.
Yeah.
It does make me feel kind of weird about Ben Affleck as Batman because now that I'm used to seeing him as Batman, and he won't be Batman after this. So I'm like, come on, what's going on?
Right, yeah. I'm Batman, they got so many different people that played Batman.
But I like Ben Affleck as Batman, man. He cold to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm rocking with him. Only thing I don't like about Justice League is that they didn't. I don't know if you watched The Flash, the TV show The Flash. Or if you caught it. The person that plays it is great to me. He's great. And they didn't even give this guy an audition to play the Flash in the movie. And a lot of people, including myself, were upset about that.
Well, you can't blend the two. You can't blend the TV universe with the movie universe.
Well, I'm not necessarily saying you had to blend the universes. Because the way they're making Justice League is like you're getting your first glimpse of Flash on the big screen. I'm just saying they could have used that person. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Let's move on. We're at November 22nd, 2 days before your boy's birthday. We have Death Wish. It's the remake of the old Charles Bronson movies, and you got another dude who's very stone-faced for a lot of stuff, Bruce Willis. So, have you seen the original Death Wish?
I want to say yes, but I'm not 100% sure.
It's basically about this guy. His wife and daughter are killed, I'm going to assume by thugs. And he's out for revenge. Death Wish.
I probably just don't remember it that much.
And then you also have Molly's Game with Jessica Chastain, Idris Elba, and Kevin Costner about Molly. I can't think of her last name right now. But it's a true story about this girl who opened up an illegal casino.
Yeah, that looks dope.
That looks dope. The directing debut of Aaron Sorkin, which I'm totally down for.
Yeah.
Now, December 8th is a movie that I am looking so forward to watching. The Disaster Artist. This movie is going to be so fucking great. Because, one, you have all the elements of the comedy I love with Franco, Seth Rogen, Dave Franco. I do believe Craig Robinson is in it. I think Jonah Hill is in it. Like, that crew that I trust no matter what.
Yeah, I started trusting them ever since This Is the End.
Before that, Pump Express. Before that,
well, I couldn't really get into Pineapple Express, but This Is the End. I was literally in tears watching that.
Now, you haven't seen the original movie that this is based off of, right? The Room?
No, I mean, I've seen enough.
What we need to do...
I've seen enough.
What we need to do before we go check this out, we need to sit there, we need to watch The Room.
That's going to be tough, man.
Trust me, it's the best, worst movie ever. You have to watch it. But we can watch The Room, and then we go see The Disaster Artist. I'm telling you. That would be a perfect double feature for anybody. I'm looking forward to seeing that. And wrapping it up, we have December 15th, Star Wars, The Last Jedi. Are you a Star Wars guy?
Not really, man. I am, but I'm not. Like, I like their characters, but the movie, to me, they jump around a little bit too much for me to follow. I mean, you got to watch them in this specific order for it all to tie in together. Not the last one that came out. The one before that. The one that came out in...
Force Awakens.
There we go. I did not understand that shit at all.
I got into it.
So that means I didn't really get to watch Rogue One. I said I would because it's on Netflix. But
Rogue One is dope.
But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably see it. I'll probably see it just because it's Star Wars, but I'm not a huge fan.
And then we'll close it out with December 20th, and you can speak on this one. December 20th, we have Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle.
Again, man, I'm excited to see that one. I won't say excited. I'm interested to see that one. I don't even think it's a sequel or anything like that. I think what they're doing is
it's like a close cousin or some shit.
Yeah, they're basically making it just in today's. You know what I mean? Back then, kids played board games. You didn't have an Xbox One, so now it's like they're playing an actual video game, but they get sucked into the game and they're actually the characters in the game. So I'm interested to see what they're going to do. I just think that they have a lot of potential. Again, this is going to be one of those movies where it does one of the two things. It's going to either be really great and people aren't going to expect it, or it's going to be the worst shit ever.
I'm hoping it's the other one.
Really?
Honestly, because I can't have The Rock, Jack Black, and Kevin Hart fuck up Jumanji. I love those guys too much. And I don't want to not love y'all for fucking with Jumanji. I don't want to have it. So that's it. Fall movie preview. That's all the good shit we got. I think it's going to be a really interesting fall.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be better than the summer.
God willing. God willing. So let's get into motherfucking New Jack City, God.
Yeah.
All right, so voted on by the good folks who are on the Back to the Classics movie page. This is for you. Thank you very much. Are you ready for 2-minute drill?
Yeah, man. I'm ready.
2-minute drill starts now. What color is G Money's jogging suit at the court?
Green.
Good shit.
What is the name of the club that they go to?
Shit. I want to say the card, but it's not the card. The card is the apartments. Fuck. I don't know.
That sure is Spotlight.
Spotlight. Shit. Okay. All right. Who plays Kareem?
Shit. Damn it! It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of the name.
3, 2.
I don't. Fuck! I don't.
Christopher Williams.
It was
Don't
there.
wake me.
Yeah, it was there. It was there. In the opening scene, Ice-T is chasing Chris Rock. He's running through the bike. He knocks over a guy. The guy drops his cereal. What cereal was it?
Fuck you, Kev. Oh my god.
Coming to win, man.
Cheerios.
Cornflakes.
Ah, damn it.
Cornflakes.
Okay. All right. So that's I got one. You got one. Okay, let's do it. What does Peretti do when Scotty agrees to join the case and take it down Nino Brown?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
He actually shoots a smiling face into the wall.
What the fuck?
Yeah. White people shit.
That's some real white people shit.
We got 17 seconds.
Damn it, I'm forgetting my last question. What color was Wesley wearing at the wedding?
Blue.
Wrong, sir. He was wearing black.
You sure?
Yeah, wearing black and gold, brother.
Oh my god.
Everybody else was wearing white or cream. He was wearing black and gold.
Oh my god. That's... Oh my god. Well, I guess you won that one.
Coming to win, man.
Okay. Whatever, dude. Rockabye, baby! New Jack City. Original release date March 8th, 1991.
Yeah.
Shares opening weekend with The Hard Way with Michael J. Fox and James Woods. Production budget $8 million with a box office total of $47.6 million.
That's a come up.
Very, very much so. Currently holds a 76% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I hear they were supposed to actually do a sequel on and off. They started working on it kind of on and off. I don't know how it would have played out.
Nino died.
Yeah, again, I don't know how it would have played out, but I did read that. I was like, huh, interesting. I'm glad they didn't.
But it does make you wonder, though, if they were to, let's say, reboot.
I hope not. They better not touch that shit.
Nah.
You know, I have an interesting thing with this movie. Growing up, I was one of those kids. I didn't really like to see people get hurt in movies. You know what I mean? I didn't like that. This movie terrified me because of the violence back then.
Right.
To where, like, when my mother was watching it or she had friends over there watching it, I wouldn't watch the movie. Like, I would literally cry if that movie was on. And now, as an adult, I'm like, yo, this is my shit.
This shit is so tight. No, you know what? For me, New Jack City was like Scarface. Like, the first time I actually seen anything from it, it was always the scene where Nino gets shot. And he falls over the thing, and then he lands on the ground, and then the credits, right? The same exact way I first see Scarface. When Tony gets blasted up and he falls over, I'm like, damn, I've never seen the movie from the beginning. I was like, but that scene where that person died, I was like, damn, that's like the main character. He just died.
Right.
Crazy. So the first time I seen New Jack City in its entirety, I think I was already like maybe 7 or 8, and I was just like, fuck, this movie's crazy.
You know what's funny? First time I seen New Jack City was last year.
That's a shame, Kev.
That's the first time I seen New Jack City.
All around shame. And how'd you feel last year when you saw it?
I was like, God damn, this shit hard. It's hard. I mean, watching it now, being that, you know, we've seen so many movies, you can definitely see the points where they fell short. Right. But I can only imagine watching it back then. You were like, damn, Nino was that dude.
Nino was that dude. He was that dude. And this movie has so many quotables, bro. Oh, my God. Like, watching it today, just before you walked in, it's so many quotables in this movie to the point to where I'm like, you can have a show strictly on just quotables in this movie.
You really could.
I want to shoot you so bad, my dick's hard. Like, you got that one, you know. I never liked you anyway, pretty motherfucker. Like, yes, I love this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just so many of them. Another great one. What? That fucking skeezer? You think I give a fuck about her? Yo, fuck that hoe bitch. Yes, Nino. Yes, give him life. Yes. I actually called somebody a whole bitch one time. And
really?
And it felt great, actually. I didn't think it would come out as well as Nino's.
And you still breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
I was like, fuck you hoe bitch. It was to another man. It wasn't like to a female.
Oh, okay.
It was to another
Okay.
man. You hoe bitch. And he was smaller than me too, so if he rushed me, I'll beat his ass.
Right,
but,
right.
So I pick and choose my battles. I really do. All right, so the movie does start in Harlem, 1986, technically a year before I'm born. The C&B. It's funny how New Jack City has inspired so much in hip hop.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you 100%
Like
on that.
YM, C&B. All that's coming from fucking New Jack City.
Yeah, yeah. Hell, Martin even doing a little episode where, you know what I mean? Like that's probably one of my favorite Martin episodes, but it's all coming from this movie. And it kickstarted a lot of people's career too.
It really did. It really, really did. Quick bonus 2-minute drill question for you. Can you name everybody in the original crew?
No.
In CMB. Because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people and Nino.
Nah, I can't.
You can't?
Nah.
G Money, Da Man, Keisha, Selena, Kareem.
Better man than me. I can't.
Oh, wow. And I thought you was a fan. So, tell me about when you rewatched it the other day and you see Nino's plot pretty much unfold. No, before we go to that, let's speak on Chris Rock real quick. Because the movie pretty much opens with Chris Rock.
Right.
Nobody can play better crackhead than Chris Rock. Nobody can play better crackhead unless Halle Berry.
I was going to say Halle Berry kind of, yeah.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking about Chris Rock right now. But,
Okay.
So you get this sense of Harlem is so fucked up right now.
Yeah.
Crack epidemic is huge.
Right. It's alive and well.
It's alive and well. Ice-T, who at this time really has no I gotta put this emotion.
Yeah.
He's just looking, you know. And you can tell this is his first movie because you really can't act.
Yeah. You can see that he didn't have any emotion. You know what I mean? He didn't struggle through his lines or anything, but he could have been a little bit more animated on certain parts.
Nah. Thank God he got Law and Order years later because
he came a long way.
Because this right here,
he came a long way.
Man. So Chris Rock, Pookie, he's basically he's in the middle of a sting, right? Takes the money, punches Scotty, dips out, and you have this crazy chase throughout Harlem.
Right.
And when you get to that staircase part, when you know for a fact you're about to eat it, for a fact you're about to eat it. As Pookie is going down the steps, then the bike falls. You ever notice that where does Pookie fall over?
I don't know. When I was watching that the other day, I was watching that. I was like, where does he fall over? And the way they made it seem like the train's coming, made it seem like he got hit by this train.
That's kind of what you're expecting. Like,
right,
does he get hit by the train?
Right. You know, I mean, then you see Ice-T coming and he jumps. Now, what's funny is when they get up and start running, Ice-T has a limp for like 2 seconds. And
he's right back strutting.
But Pookie has no limp. He's blasting through it. Another fun fact about that scene, it was improvised. I guess it was supposed to be a car chase, but they went over budget.
Yep.
So
Chris
I was
Rock
like,
got on the bike and took off.
Yeah. And that's some crackhead shit. So, but yeah, that scene was a little different.
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like it's little stuff like that when you truly do watch the movie, like, man, this movie is so solidified in like cinema history. And this is Mario Van Peebles' first movie, right?
I didn't know it was his first movie.
First directorial film. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Okay.
And I was like, wow, New Jack City. I wonder did he visualize it being such a cultural, iconic movie?
You know what, man? With movies like that, I don't think anybody can visualize how it's going to be to the culture. I think they can probably say, well, this is going to be a big hit, but they don't necessarily anticipate it resonating for years to come. You know what I mean? This came out in 91. It's 2017, and New Jack is still a staple.
Right.
So I don't think you can anticipate that.
So tell me about when the first meeting, when Nino Brown gets everybody together, and basically tells him, "We're taking over the Carter." And then the next scene, they proceed to take over the Carter.
Right. I thought that was dope.
Yes.
I thought the way they went in there and just took it like, yeah, this our shit. Run it. You know what I mean? This our shit. And if you notice, they didn't even give people the option of get down or lay down.
Right.
They just took him out. Except for the dude that ran the Carter, they kind of let him go, butt ass naked.
Yeah.
But other than that, you was dead. What's interesting though is, I actually think it's the scene after that. How quickly they got the Carter running. Well, it actually took 3 years later. It says 3 years later.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But if you notice, that thing is running like a bank. You come in here, they got doors that people had to build
like
these doors.
Steel doors.
Yeah, you put your money in there and this little wall and thing comes down like you at a bank or something. I was like, wow.
And Nino said he said if they want to leave, they can leave. If they don't want to leave, then fuck it. Be like Beirut. They're hostages now.
Yeah.
Like, wow. A situation you would hate to be in. You know?
Yeah. But unless you're in there getting high, then you would love it. You ain't got to go nowhere.
I'm in motherfucking Disneyland right now, baby. All this crack around me.
Right.
I'm good. So Marvin Van Peebles gets I forgot this character's name, but he gets Scotty to come out to take on Nino Brown.
Right.
Scotty goes out to Pookie, who's now the biggest crackhead you've probably ever fucking seen. And goes through this process of getting Pookie clean, which in between all the crazy shit in the movie, this part does resonate with me as legit as it is, because like trying to get somebody who's been so heavy on drugs to kick the habit. Mm-hmm. It's such an emotional montage of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he had to clean him up and lock him up. You know, Pookie had to pretty much have to learn for himself to go to the NA meetings, speak about his problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the craziest things about, when you're trying to tell somebody, show somebody in need that, I'm trying to help you.
Right.
And Pookie's bounce back was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, crazy.
He came back, he looked like he was on a straight path.
Until he be calling me, man. That motherfucker cracking be calling me, man. But he gets Pookie in there, and then Pookie ends up getting a job working with Nino and them. And then you would hope that he would take the opportunity that he's about to get, put Nino away, make life better for yourself.
But see, that's where they messed up at. I think all of them messed up at that. I'm talking about the movie. So I'm talking about inside of the movie.
Right.
You got a dude who just kicked a habit. He ain't been sober a year, and you gonna put him in the drug house?
In a job surrounded by
drugs.
His drug of choice.
Right. Like, that's the stupidest shit ever.
Exactly.
Like, how long did you expect him to go without taking a hit?
Man. And then you watch him struggle.
Yeah. Like, the first time he was about to, then he was like, nah.
No, I'm cool.
The second time he was like, nah, Blaze this shit.
And of course, the day he did it, the very next day, he's out there bugging the fuck out.
Right.
R.I.P. Pookie,
Pookie,
man.
yeah. Pookie had to go.
You 5-0? Take me full out back, kill him, and blow the building. Scotty, help me, I'm gonna die. Yeah.
That line was so goddamn cheesy.
Which one?
Scotty, help me, I'm gonna die.
I love that part. You know what I'm saying? Because,
as he's looking in the camera.
Now, if you notice, G-Money looks in the camera too.
Yeah.
I don't think G-Money realizes that's the camera he's looking into. Right? But, however, when Pookie does it, he goes directly into the camera.
Right.
Scotty, help me, I'm gonna die. That type of shit. So, but you can definitely tell that after the death of Pookie, the shit just changes for Scotty for sure.
Yeah.
Now, here we go. Pookie did relapse, and at this point, Nino warns G Money to not make such a costly mistake.
Right.
You know what I mean? But after Pookie's funeral, basically Marvin People's character was like, we ain't fucking with y'all no more.
Basically.
Yeah.
Y'all got a man killed. We ain't doing it y'all way.
But you know what? I do want to speak on Nick. Like, he's one of those characters to where when you first meet him, like, there's something I don't like about this man.
Right.
Are you racist? Or you
just asshole? Like what?
Asshole,
yeah.
you know
It's
what I'm
one of
saying?
the two.
But he has a story similar to Pookie's. And he said, I think he had one of the perfect lines by simply saying, he said, death doesn't care about what race you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or, it's just, it is what it is. Let me get your insight on this. I've been waiting to ask you this question. And I know we're bouncing around the movie. We're not going chronologically right now, but we're just bouncing around. Was it Uniqua?
Is that G Money's girl?
The whole bitch, yeah.
Yeah. The whole bitch.
The whole bitch, yeah. We know girls like this.
Right.
Right? So when the first time when Nino meets her, I think they were just celebrating the 3rd anniversary of the Carter and the CMB.
They in Spotlight.
Yep. And then she's walking up to Nino. Nino's girl's right here.
Yeah. She was bold as fuck.
Bold as fuck. I've never seen I have. But usually, if it went down like that, usually the girl would stand up and wash her ass off in a heartbeat. But she walked up to Nino. Mind you, she's flirting with G Money. We know that's G's girl that G didn't mess with before. Her eyes were on Nino.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? The very next scene, we have Nino drunk as shit, the chick horny as shit, and then G Money kind of like just jealous of everything that's going on around him. And meanwhile, this girl name was what was her name? Nino's girl. I forgot.
I don't know why I want to say Tasha. I know it's not Tasha.
No, not Tasha. Anyway, so she's sitting there and she's hell upset, and Michael Michelle was goddamn gorgeous.
Yeah.
Goddamn gorgeous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then
she gets up there, the whole bitch, she gets up there dancing, and she's like you came to this man's house. His girl is right here. And you're up there and you're dancing and you're not caring. Like, she was bold, bruh. Man. She was bold.
Man. So at this point we get this part where Scotty does infiltrate the CMB, right? Based off of the Italian dude who got his ponytail slashed off earlier in the movie. He managed to get the Italian dude to set the meeting between him and G Money, right? Knowing for a fact G Money's gonna want his own separate deal,
right?
Because G Money's tired of being a
little brother.
I'm tired of being a little brother to this dude,
especially after the thing with the chick.
Especially after that, you know what I'm saying? Now, the basketball court scene is a scene that I personally love because, once again, what's her name? The Rockabye Baby. What's her name in the movie though? Like that was Nino's shooter.
Yeah.
No matter what, that's Nino's shooter.
Yeah, and she was with the shits.
She is with the shits. No problem. Oh my god, that's Nino's shooter, bro. Oh my mama. So as Icy's walking up, looking like a fucking preacher that does not belong there at all. So she's walking along the gate with dude, and they meet him at the gate, and they're not playing them games, right? So that's Nino. Which, by the way, you ever play basketball in slacks?
It's funny you said that because I literally, when I was watching this yesterday, was having that conversation. Now, playing ball, you at first for basketball, for football is different. Football, you just got to wear your game jersey. For basketball, my first year in high school, we had to wear slacks and a dress shirt
during the game.
No, not during the game.
Okay.
We had to wear that to school.
Okay,
right. That didn't stop us from hooping. So I've played in slacks. I've played in dress shoes, which dress shoes is by far the hardest thing to do. If you give me slacks and tennis shoes, I can go out there and do my thing. But dress shoes, no. But
talk about a really sweaty kneecap you got to deal with.
Yeah.
Sweaty thighs.
I've done that.
Ew.
Done that.
But these niggas really out here balling.
They was balling.
Full-blown slacks.
Yeah.
Like,
shirts off. They was really balling.
And defense and all kind of shit. I'm like, okay. So as Nino sees that Scotty's, over there with them, walks over to him, throws a ball, once again embarrasses G Money, has G Money pat him down. G Money's sick of this shit.
Yeah, at this point, G Money like, yo,
he's sick of this shit. And then as he's walking off, he's like, "Don't forget my deal," or whatever the fuck he says. And I thought it was really ironic because as he's walking off, as Scotty's walking off, and the camera pans up, it says "crack kills."
It does, and I noticed that yesterday when I was watching as well. Like if you look throughout the movie, Mario Van Peebles did a good job of not only telling the story but highlighting the damage that it's doing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You get to see what it's doing to a person in Pookie. You get to see what it's doing into a community. Everybody's scared of Nino. The kids love him because they're giving him money. Everybody's scared of Nino. Mm-hmm. He even have a scene when they're in the Carter where like if they first show like the Carter really in business, and it's in the little courtyard where all the crackheads are, and it's a lady there getting high, and her daughter is right next to her. You know what I mean? Looking like, what the hell is going on? So he did a good job of highlighting what this drug is actually doing. Right. I thought that was dope.
Right. Now this next thing I thought was crazy because we do see the Bill Cobb's character. I don't think he had a name though. Just an old man.
Yeah. Actually, in the credits it says old man.
It's old man. Okay. Yeah. So we see him again. This time, they're in some bar, whatever. Nino's giving out money to the kids. He's sitting there with Nick Ashford of Ashford and Simpson, who always reminded me of Eddie Murphy in Vampire in Brooklyn.
yeah, because his hair.
Because the hair, the goatee. I was like, Maximilian? Is that how you look? No, and so they're sitting there.
I love that movie too.
I do too. And I'll be real with you. When I was younger, I used to be scared of the part when he really like wigs out, becomes like vampire. Like that part always scared the fuck out of me.
Really?
Always.
The part that used to get me was when she would have like the little nightmares.
Oh,
that's the part that used to get me.
Vampire in Brooklyn. So the Bill Cobb's character shows up, and he's like, once again, like, you say you love these people, but you're peddling drugs to your own people,
right?
You know, and it's as much as, you would think, well, look here, old man. You do make a strong point. Now is not the time nor the place to try to make that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just you surrounded by...
But I think he was only there because I'm assuming it had to be his grandson was in there getting some money from Nino.
Likely, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's why he was the only reason he was there. But what's funny is the guy that reminds us of Eddie Murphy in Vampire in Brooklyn...
Ashford.
Was a preacher. He was a pastor. You know what I mean? He knew what was going on. Mm-hmm. So, again,
he was there when they pulled the guns on the old man.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, shit, I'm going to keep it quiet.
Exactly. So, again, that was Mario Van Peebles showing that, hell, you even got people in the community that are supposed to be upstanding. You know what I mean? Your preacher, the cop down the street, whoever, that's rocking with
anybody.
This thing.
Anybody can be corrupted.
Yeah.
Anybody can be corrupted. Now... This next thing I thought was kind of crazy because it's Nino and Scotty in the pool with these two Asian chicks.
Yeah.
And it's almost like it didn't take long for Nino to trust Scotty. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, and all Scotty needed to say was, hey, man, you can trust me. I got your back. And he also tells Nino that
G-Money
trying to make a side deal with him.
Right.
Which automatically puts Nino against G-Money. And for some reason, you're not cool with Nino now, which I guess in cop world that would make sense. Kind of break up the Carter.
Right.
But then you get to this wedding, and this wedding is, in my opinion, probably one of the most fucked up scenes in this movie.
Yeah, I agree. It has to be.
Oh my god,
it has to be.
Even if I've seen this movie several times. That wedding scene is still the most fucked up scene in this movie. At least one of them for sure. And because you don't realize who's actually out there about to do the shooting until like the camera.
Yeah, until the end of the wedding, till everybody's going home.
Exactly.
And
so, and I also want to say because Keith Sweat is in this scene.
He is,
and he's gonna get my This Fool award, and I'll tell you why later. But Nick Ashford, Maximilian, he does his little speech, toward the end of the actual wedding itself. It's just cool, to, it just seems like everything's just chill. The wedding, went off without a hitch, and then you can look at the father of the little girl who's outside the van. He don't look 100%. Something looks odd with him. I don't know if you ever caught this.
No, well, for me, he. Everything looked cool until like the girls are coming down, little girls are coming down. One of them girls gets in the car, and I guess he told the other one, "Hey, go grab so and so for me or whatever." And then he realizes, wait a minute, some shit's about to go down. Mm-hmm. And at that point, that's when he's starting to get to the little girl. Mm-hmm. But outside of that, I mean, he looked all right to me. He didn't look like something was up.
Well, I feel like the Italian dudes grabbed him and had him play the role. That way they can load up the guns.
That's what you think?
Well, because don't forget, they're dressed as cake.
Yeah, they're the caterers. Yeah,
as caterers. So by the time we realize that that's them at the van, from the zoom up to the one dude that came in with the Italian dude from earlier.
Yeah.
If you're looking at the little girl's father, he looks uncomfortable for some reason during that whole scene. Like he's happy, but you can tell like the smile's not 100% there.
He's moving different.
He's moving a lot different. So by the time Nino's coming down, and you look at Nino's face, and Nino's smile kind of drowns out. The camera goes back to the Italian dude. Oh, that's old boy from earlier. And then they spray the whole fucking wedding gun.
Yeah.
Nino grabs the little girl, uses her as a shield.
Yeah. Now, again, I just first watched this movie last year, right? So I'm not knowing. So when I see him grab him, I'm like, oh shit, he trying to save the little girl. And then I see him, you kind of use it. I was like, this nigga, at that point, that's why I need a hoe. I was like, Nino's a hoe.
You a hoe bitch, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Because I really thought he was trying to save this little girl. And this nigga, he's trying to save himself.
I felt the same way. And then even when Scotty says, he used a little girl as a shield, I'm like, no, he didn't. He grabbed her and got out the way. I'm like, no. Because when he grabs her, he literally lifts her up more. Yeah. I'm like, oh, he's a bitch for that, bro.
Yeah. And then not only that, though, then leaves her. He sets her down and got out and left her there. Scotty had to go get her. And then that's when Nino's killer, his hitter, got killed. Yep. She tried to run up and put in work, but
not today.
Yeah.
Well, this is where like the all-out war begins now, because once the hit at the wedding happens, he gets his squad together and goes after the Italians who are sitting up outside. He gets the main dude and like 10 of his niggas. Mm-hmm. So like now, shit is just going down at this point.
Yeah,
right?
Everything is just going downhill.
Mm-hmm. At this point now, Scotty, Stone, Nick, they arrange a sting operation to go after Nino. 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 Kareem, who now knows that Scotty is a cop, because he made it obvious during the little thing. He knows that Scotty and Pookie are connected, and he also knows that after the shootout, that's what happens. So, also in that same scene, the da-da-da man, he's hanging on to Nick's leg or some shit.
Yeah.
That's a huge motherfucker to be bringing up all that body weight. That's a huge motherfucker.
Yeah, that's a big dude. Yeah. And if you notice, he gets shot, like he already got shot in the chest.
He took like 10 bullets.
Then he hanging on the leg. Then he gets a shot in the back. And then he gets shot in the chest again after he falls. Like, dude was strong.
Yeah. He took like 10 bullets.
Yeah, he did. And fell off that high ass.
And still got up to shoot one more. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You got to kill him. You got to go. But I love the fact that this movie does fly by relatively fast.
When you think about it, it does. It does go by pretty fast.
You see Nino at his most ruthless once the shootout actually begins, because at one point he's hanging off of like a bar.
Yeah.
Grabs one cop, slits his fucking throat, and he disappears again. Another dude kills him, takes his clothes, and like you've never seen Nino put in this much work at one time. You know what I mean?
Right. Actually, throughout the movie, Nino hadn't put in any work.
Yes, that is true.
He hadn't put in no work.
Now, prior to this scene, he meets up with G Money and he kills his own brother.
That's not probably. That's afterwards.
After the scene, I'm sorry. After the scene.
Right, that's after the scene, because he told G Money, if I find out dude is a cop, or if I find out something off with dude, I'm gonna kill him. Then I'm gonna kill you.
Yep.
So we get to the scene where G Money and Nino are on the roof. You know what I mean? And
C.U.B.
Yeah, and they're speaking.
C.U.B.
When it originally happened, how did you feel about it? Did you think that Nino had to kill him, or did you feel they could have made amends somehow and worked it out? Or did you think that it was destined for Nino to kill him, or for one of them to kill each other? Do you think that was destined?
The way the movie plays out, it was destined for one of them to kill each other. Mm-hmm. Obviously, with Nino being the head honcho, G has no chance. However, I've been surprised before. I'm thinking,
I've been surprised before. I could definitely see G Money. Hell, if we talking about head honchos, we can go above the rim.
Yeah.
You know, Marlon killed Tupac. So
you know what I'm saying? Like Marlon smoked pot scared. So like, yeah, I feel you on that. So like, with a movie like this, you kind of don't know who's gonna bite it or who's gonna be the one that's gonna make them bite it.
Right.
But the way that G Money and Nino's relationship plays out in the movie, obviously something's going to happen between the two.
Absolutely. And I think something probably has to happen for the sake of the movie. It has to happen.
But it just puts Nino in a much deeper hole. Like, you really are a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, you just smoked your own brother.
I mean, he cried.
Yeah, with the little crocodile tears. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Am I my brother's keeper? Click. Yes. Boom. I'm like, nah, bro. That's crazy because I'm going to tell you right now, in my takeaways, Nino Brown's my That Guy award.
Really?
Except these last two scenes.
I mean, when you look at it, though, G Money was hitting the product, too, man.
He was. And he got real reckless.
He did.
He got real stupid at one point. However, when you are sitting in front of your brother, you are on your knees begging for him not to kill. Like, let's just start. Let's get the fuck out of it. Let's just start over. I'm on a run, G. I can't. You know what I'm saying? And granted, it is true. A lot of shit has gone down because G Money was reckless.
Right.
But at the same time, it's your brother.
You right?
So I can't. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard.
I mean, I guess in the dope game is different.
Yes, it is. Quite. So at this point, Nino is at some apartment complex in Harlem. I'm gonna assume he owns it. And Scotty's out there. He sees these group of kids, and then he goes, "Hey, what apartment Nino in, man?" And of course, kids like, "Hey, yo, he bought me and my basketball team a bunch of shoes and da-da-da.
Yeah.
I ain't telling you shit. Oh, he a cop. Let's run to them." He grabbed one of them. He like, "Hey, man, you want in the upstairs apartment AC, bro. Hope you kill his cold his ass."
Right.
And then you bust through there. Next thing you know, you have a full-blown shootout in the apartment. And then when Scotty finally gets hold of Nino, proceeds to beat his ass.
Yeah, he beat Nino's ass.
I mean, beat his
He did.
ass, right? And this part was one of the turning points of the movie because
Everything kind of kicks together on why Scotty is so adamant about Nino.
Exactly. And on top of that, I love this part because once they get onto the to the fire escape, the whole fucking neighborhood's outside now. Like,
Yeah.
yo, kill that motherfucker. You gotta go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You think about it. How much turmoil and hell Nino has put on this neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly.
They live in fear every fucking day.
Every day, this man is got fiends everywhere. You know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
you know, people like losing their family members because of this bullshit. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
exactly.
So I thought that part was great because you literally have people who now know what's going on at the bottom of the staircase, like, yeah,
They cheering.
God damn it! And so when Nick goes, hey, toss him down to me, and he throws Nino off the fire escape down to the bags. Scotty drops down looking like Superman, and it's more beating up and shit. Now this is the part where I thought it gets kind of corny, except for my favorite Scotty line: "That teacher you killed, that was my mother." Like, we get it.
Now, one thing I was always unsure about: why did Nino kill the teacher? Was it like some type of
He was in a gang. He was doing the gang with somebody who was much younger though. And I guess to prove his loyalty to the gang, he told dude told him he had to go smoke somebody.
Oh, so it was just a random
Joe.
Okay.
And so he had to find this chick and then smoked her. He didn't even see the body drop. Turns out the chick he smoked was Ice-T's mother.
Gotcha.
How ironic is that?
Right.
Ironic as fuck. So, but he's laying there all bloody, fucked up. He gets the gun. And he puts the gun to Nino's temple and he goes, I want to shoot you so bad, my dick's hard. Right? As crazy as the quote actually is, it's actually a pretty dope quote.
He was serious.
He was serious.
He was dead ass.
He was dead ass. And if you listen well, once they convince Scotty to give up the gun, somebody back and goes, "Man, give me the gun, I'll kill that motherfucker, no problem." I'm like, yep. Yeah, that's the hood. That's the hood.
Yeah, the hood was tied.
You're like, yo, you give me that.
Right,
I'm
he got to go.
No problem. We do get to the final courtroom scene.
This is where Nino. This is where I feel Nino became the bitch.
Yeah,
because he snitched on everybody. Yeah, if I'm going down, I'm taking you down with me.
He had this whole speech, Miss Hawkins. He had this whole speech about how he wasn't trying to be what he was, but he was forced to this life of crime, and if I didn't, they'd kill my mother. And she goes, "Who is they? They, Kareem." Like. You just dumb motherfuckers up, bro. Oh my god,
he's
told. But when we seen that scene, you made a very, very valid point. Why the fuck are you at this damn trial?
Yeah, if I'm Korean, I'm not at that trial.
No, I'm not in town.
Exactly. No. I'm watching this on TV because if you're doing this and you it's gonna be on TV. I'm watching this on TV.
Ms. Hawkins.
So Nino then snitched out everybody,
and
you know what? He made off like a bandit. If you think about it, to do what he did. And to only get a year?
Only got a year.
Bruh.
And throughout the movie, we've seen him claim, 10 bodies? Throughout the movie? If you count G-Money, you count the 2 cops he killed, you count the Italian... No, more than 10 bodies because he takes the blame for the whole Italian mafia cats getting killed off.
Yeah.
So, Nino catches bodies in this movie. A
right.
few of them. You know
what I mean?
And the fact that he only got a year... And then he gets off the stand, he's real smug. Yeah. I'll beat the system, I'll beat you kind of an attitude. And Scotty goes, he only gets a year? This is bullshit. I should have shot you when I had a chance to. And I ain't gonna lie, Nino had the crazy comeback. Let's see, that's why, it's the law. I'm like, yeah, it's true.
Exactly.
And so, like you, when he finally gets outside, and he feel like he won something. Mm-hmm. He goes, I think I think the American justice system is the greatest system in the world. Hi, Mom. And then I'm like, is that really how the movie going to end? 'Cause I went a few years without watching New Jack City.
Right.
I'm like, damn, how does the movie actually end? Right? Next thing you know, Adalera, your soul is quiet in hell. Pull out the pea shooter.
Let him have it.
One shot to the chest. I was like, that's how he goes out? I forgot that's how he goes out.
Yeah.
And when he falls over that banister, first of all, when he falls over the banister, you get to look at both Scotty and Nick. Nick is all smiling like, yeah, fucker. And then you look at Scotty, he has zero emotion.
Right.
Zero emotion. He just watched him drop, And I love this part because as his body hits the floor, obviously the dude is going to jail. Oh, I honestly don't believe that dude is going to do any jail time.
No, he would. And if that was real, he'd definitely do jail time.
You think so?
He'd definitely do jail time. They would have to.
I mean, I think in 2017, there'd be a lot of...
Nah, he'd do jail time.
Yeah.
What if he missed?
True.
He's definitely doing jail time.
But fuck, that'd be funny if he didn't miss. Like he shot at...
he's doing jail time, and the killer part about it is once he gets in jail, he's gonna get killed because 9 times out of 10, Nino's boys is in jail, so they gonna kill. Yeah, he ain't make it out. But
But Nino already domed you out, so why would you give a fuck?
You got a point. You know
what I'm saying? But I love the analog when you see Nino's body on the floor and the camera's panning up, and it's basically like that this movie is fictional. There's Nino Browns in every city in America.
Right.
And like boom, 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 boom. New Jack City, man. I think this movie is a classic beyond belief. It's a movie that, the older you get, you definitely respect, idolize, and it's a movie that when it ages gracefully.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's 2017 and we still talking about it. So
yeah, absolutely. So I'm with you. You cannot remake this movie.
Yeah, you can't.
I fucking refuse to watch it.
Yeah.
Nah, Nino Brown's grandpa or some shit, nah. Nah, I refuse to watch it. Before we go into takeaways, what's some of your favorite quotes from the movie?
Man, it's too many. I think his shooter, what she used to say after she shot somebody was kind of dope. My favorite quote is probably when he was like, "Cancel this bitch, I'll buy another one."
Yes.
That shit was so hard. Like, it was so hard. Like, I'll buy another one. Like, what?
I'm gonna cancel this bitch. I'll buy me another one.
That's probably my favorite quote. Yeah.
Ooh, that was his main one too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you got another one?
Nah, I don't think so, man. Because it's so many throughout the movie. You know what I mean? That you really can't. It's just too many. It's too many. But the canceling was probably my favorite. That's probably my favorite.
Rockabye, baby.
Yeah.
I love that part. This is my favorite part. All right, so let's get into takeaways. Hollywood Kev, who is getting your That Guy award?
Probably Scotty, a motionless ass. Probably him, only because I mean he had a purpose. He had a purpose throughout the movie. However, we look at how the character was played, he had a purpose. And even though he probably didn't like it, I guess he did it the right way or the best way he could. So I'd probably give it to him.
All right, and who's getting your That Chick award?
The shooter, man.
What was her name?
I don't know. I can't remember her name.
Keisha.
There we go.
Keisha. Yes. Okay.
Keisha gets that award for me.
All right, who's getting your This Fool award?
G Money.
Ooh, yeah.
G Money gets that because he was
been
way
fucking
too
up.
reckless. Like, if you think about it, G Money is the reason why their system failed.
Yeah. He wanted to be the man.
Yeah.
He wanted to be the man.
And if he was smart, they could have took over that spot. Because they talked about taking over another city. Mm-hmm. G Money, you could have been the man of that city. Mm-hmm. So G Money gets that award from me.
What are you cutting out?
If I had to cut out something, it's funny because I was just thinking about this earlier. I literally was just thinking about this earlier.
What I'm cutting out is gonna coincide with my This Fool award. Just letting you know.
I was literally thinking about this earlier. I swear I was. I cannot remember what the fuck it was. But I thought it was completely unneeded.
Hollywood Kev's thinking hard right now.
I would have cut out the scene where the old man, the first time we see him come in. I didn't think that was needed. We first see him come in, he's scolding about what he's doing.
At the police station.
No, not at the police station. When he came into that little bar or wherever they were. Hell, it might have been Spotlight. It might have been Spotlight when it was closed down.
That was the second time he came in, yeah.
When Nina was giving him the money, yeah, I thought that was unneeded. The old man already showed his disgust at the police station. Mm-hmm. We knew it was what. We didn't need to see him come in and scold him again. Like, what was his goal? There was no goal in that.
To be annoying.
I thought that scene was unneeded. Yeah.
An iconic scene.
Iconic scene probably had to be when he killed G Money.
Damn. Wow. For me, my That Guy award, sorry to say, with the exception of the G Money scene and the scene we used the girl as a shield, it's going to Nino Brown.
Yeah, I can see that.
And it goes to Nino Brown because Nino Brown is almost like a pop culture icon.
Yeah.
All the fucked up shit he's done in this movie, but he does it with such finesse.
Yeah.
And he's so smooth about it.
Yeah, so coolness.
So cool about it, you know what I mean? And then, like I said, he has quotes for days. Like, fuck them Janela eat motherfuckers. They want to roll with us? We'll roll right over them. Like, Wesley Snipes should have got a fucking Oscar, at least a nomination for this movie. At least that, because you're talking about when he first got signed on to do it, he didn't want to be Nino Brown. He wanted to be Scotty.
Yeah. You know, another scene I would cut out is when the dude gets his ponytail cut off.
Oh, yeah.
That scene was not needed. That scene wasn't
I'll
needed.
give you that one. Because it didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what's going to happen later.
Right.
But it didn't really go anywhere. That Chick award, it was going to go Selena, but she did turn this evidence. She did dime out the homie. So it's going to go to Keisha. Because Keisha is just, she's a shooter,
yeah, man.
She's a fucking shooter. Like she every time she said something was going to go bad, that heat was out.
Yeah. Yeah.
What we doing, Nino?
Yo, when she shot the Jamaican dude in the head.
Outside.
Broad daylight.
In front of everybody. Yeah. You're a shooter. I like you. You're great. Now, my This Fool award, it would go to G Money, but you already said G Money. It's going to go to Keith Sweat's cameo.
Why?
Why? Because obviously, this is a movie that has, it's the birth of the New Jack Swing and all that. So guys in there, Levert's in there, troops in there.
Right.
It didn't shock me to see Keith Sweat in there. However, Keith Sweat plays the wedding singer, right? No problem. Fine. But then when it goes back around to Keith Sweat again, and he's singing some lovey-dovey wedding song, but he's like gyrating in front of like, well, it appears to be like 7 small children. And I don't think the camera actually picked them like, oh, maybe you shouldn't be doing that exactly. Because there's adults there.
Right.
But in the clear front of the crowd are small little girls. And in the age of R. Kelly, I don't think we need that right now.
Not right now.
You know what I'm saying? And he's sitting there just gyrating, moving his hips and all that type of shit. And I was like, nah. Now, like I said, my cut that out will also relate to my list full of awards. So my cut that out is going to be that whole Keith Sweat scene.
That whole scene?
The whole scene. I didn't need it.
I wasn't there for it?
Nah, I'd rather Nick Ashford, Maximilian, sing a song or something like that. That's fine. My iconic scene.
It's a lot of them.
So many of them.
Yeah, it's a lot of them.
My iconic scene, if I can only get one, is going to have to be the all black meeting.
That was my honorable mention. That was my honorable mention.
The all black meeting, because we get the iconic quote, "Sit your $5 ass down before I make change."
Yeah.
Woo! Man, imagine hearing that somebody tell you that back in the 90s, like, damn, excuse me?
He's serious.
You know what I'm saying? And that same scene, he stabs light skin
Hakeem, right? Or Kareem. Hakeem.
He stabs Kareem in the fucking hand. Like, I never let you anyway. Pretty motherfucking like, oh my God, I love that fucking scene. It's a great scene. Quick hits. Let's see, we got. All right, there we go. So for quick hits, I got a few of them lined up here for you. Now this story is largely based on a real life Detroit gang known as the Chamber Brothers. Writer Barry Michael Cooper got the idea for the film after visiting Detroit and learning about the gang's exploits.
Yeah, that's deep.
But this movie is cut so well, you think that Nina Brown's a real person. It's based on a real person.
Yeah, I mean, to go on the quick hits, it was Chris Rock's character would get, like, he'd be walking, he's from New York, Chris Rock's from New York, right? He'd be walking and drug dealers would put coke and crack in his pocket thinking that it was a documentary. You know what I mean? Like, they really thought he was a crackhead.
That was my very next quick hit, too. On Inside the Actor Studio, Chris Rock claimed that for several years following his acclaimed performance as a crack addict, drug dealers would approach him and put crack and cocaine in his pocket, joking that they thought it was a documentary. He stated that although he knew people who used crack at the time, he never did. And in his 1997 memoir, Rock This, had only smoked marijuana twice.
Yeah.
When you play a crackhead that damn good, like, oh, motherfucking Pookie right there. What's up with you, man?
Yeah, you need something? I got you.
Bro, try that real quick, bro. Yeah. Plug your boy. I did that. Mario Van Peebles had formed a friendship with Clint Eastwood when the pair made Heartbreak Ridge back in 1986. When Van Peebles took the New Jack City screenplay to Warner Brothers, the studio was interested in the material but wasn't keen on having an unknown as the director and lead actor. Eastwood personally vouched for Van Peebles and told Warner Brothers to, hey, give the kid a shot. The success of the film launched Van Peebles' directing career.
Yeah.
Here I am thinking Clint Eastwood don't like black people.
He
Boy,
probably
was I
don't.
wrong.
He probably don't.
The chase between Scotty and Pookie was completely improvised. The original idea was for the chase to be a car chase, but the movie had gone over budget and was in danger of being shut down. Chris Rock instead hopped on a bike and Ice-T chased him on foot.
Yeah, that's how you do it, man. That's good improvising.
Because think about it, I don't really want to see Pookie driving a car. I'd rather you just kind of keep it.
It's crazy that even though it's improvised, it fits better because whether we knew it or not, if Pookie was on drugs at the time that this opened up, it fits a fiend's personality to hop on a bike and try to get away. So I thought that's dope.
New Jack City is the highest grossing independent feature of 1991.
That's dope.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Good shit. Tupac Shakur auditioned for the role of G Money, but was turned down due to the fact that he looked younger than Wesley Snipes. Shakur would later portray Bishop in Juice in 1992, a character similar to that of Nino Brown.
Yep. That's dope. Hey, I guess it worked out.
Yeah. Even though we look at the two of them, you would swear Juice is older.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Juice looks more dated.
It does.
Doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, it's just a year younger. Wesley Snipes originally wanted to play Scotty Appleton. However, Mario Van Peebles and Barry Michael Cooper insisted that he play Nino Brown as the part was written especially for him.
All right, you can't switch up, dog. We wrote this for you.
Bruh, that's you, bruh. Seriously. Martin Lawrence auditioned for the role of Pookie. However, he opted out of the film following the death of his mentor, Robin Harris.
I couldn't see Martin doing that.
Me neither.
Couldn't see it.
Me neither. And finally, we have Blair Underwood was considered for the role of Nino Brown. Thank you, God, we didn't get Blair Underwood to play Nino Brown.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked. That wouldn't have worked.
Nah, I need a black chocolate flame broiled motherfucker like Wesley Snipes to play Nino Brown. That's how you know.
And he damn near wore black the entire movie.
Or dark colors
Or dark,
as a
yeah,
whole.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's Nino Brown to me.
Exactly.
Ain't nothing about him brown except his motherfucking name. Okay? Period. That's it. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. Big shout out to my guy Hollywood Kev.
Yeah, man, it's fun.
Appreciate it, man. Finally, so next time I'm booking for some shit, be here on time. Let the good people know where they can find you, bro.
_ Hollywood Kev on Twitter and on Instagram. There we go. Snapchat too. Every once in a while.
And The Noize every...
The Noize is every Sunday. Yeah, man.
Shout out to Big Los.
Definitely shout out to Big Los.
And you can find me on all the social media simply at I am Jay Alonzo. That's going to be Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. I do plug my Twitter. I don't tweet. But you can find me there as well. Also, don't forget to jump onto www.beatnetworkonline.com. And, of course, you know, find us here on iHeartRadio. Yeah. Shout out to the team over there. And we'll be back next week with another one. That's it. Parking it back.
Man.
Let's do it.
It's fun.
It is back to classics. We out this thing. Peace.